Mr. Cranston?
Yeah. My black dress shoes. What did you do with them?
Oh, I haven't seen them.
Well, what'd they do? Just get up and walk out of here on their own?
When was the last time you wore them?
A couple of nights at the Capwell party.
Must have been some party.
What would anybody want with my shoes?
Portal, open up! Get out your butt and open the door!
Yeah, easy on the door, all right? You always like this in the morning.
When I've been ripped off, I am. Now, you want to tell me where the hell you got these as if I didn't know?
These from the locker of the bus station where you left them.
You lifted my key.
Hey, chill out, Cruzy. I'm just tying up loose ends here.
When I want you to tie something up, I'll tell you.
Now that you know that they match the footprints outside Old Man Capwell's window, you nail Cranston for attempted murder, right? But what I have to do is I have to return these shoes so that you can find them legally.
Pearl, in the first place, I'm sure Kirk has already missed his shoes, so putting them back would be stupid. And in the second place, for the 700th time, I'm running this investigation, not you.
You know what I think?
No, and I couldn't care less.
I really think that you're afraid to nail Cranston because you know it's going to get right back to Eden.
I will nail Cranston when I'm good and ready. In the meantime, you will put his shoes back in my locker, return my key, and never go near them again.
Okay, you are the boss.
Please try to remember that.
Well, one more thing. Since we're not in any big rush yet, see, I happen to have made this really hot date, and I notice these shoes, they are about my size. And I was wondering.
Excuse me, Pearl. You are not going to wear Kirk's shoes on a date. You're going to put them back.
Right, put them back. Well, I just figured, you know, if the shoe fits.
Somebody must have taken them. Why would somebody want a pair of my shoes? Why?
You want another cup of coffee?
No, I don't have time, man. I kicked out those damn shoes. I'm not going to tell you again.
You're a little tight. I'm just trying to break them in for my big date.
Pearl, you're going to have to impress your date with something besides your feet. Now, that those shoes are going back in the locker now.
He's here. He's not supposed to be here for another half an hour.
Things I recognize as right.
Good morning, Mr. Cranston. How are we this morning? You want some breakfast?
Yeah, my secretary called.
That's right. A table for two right over here by the window. Here, follow me. Follow me.
Well, I mean, this table's a real mess. You mind wiping it off?
You mean like right this minute?
I mean, like, yeah, if it wouldn't be any trouble. That is your job, isn't it?
Well, technically, no. Sure, I wipe your odd table, but strictly speaking, we are talking about the waitress's job here. Tell you what, though, why don't you wipe the table, and I'll get you a nice hot cup of coffee. How's it sound?
You're not serious.
Yeah, look at you breaking the tap. Okay?
Hey, where are your shoes? The health department comes in when we are both out of a job. Okay, listen, not to mention our customers' appetites are not going to be enhanced by looking at them feet. You're fresh.
When I entered the room, I saw someone by the window. It was a woman. She was wearing a pink dress. She had blonde hair. I didn't see her face, but I thought it was Eden.
Maybe Eden passed out and Kirk saw an opportunity to take advantage of her. Make her think she did it and only he knew about it. He could have easily wrapped her hand around that plug before he pulled it. And then when the alarm went off, he could have revived her just long enough to lead her to the window. Now, if she followed him, and she was most likely in no condition to resist, that would have been when she caught her dress on the nail. And then when Mary came in, maybe Kirk was already outside out of view, which would explain why Mary only saw one person. Eden. It could have happened like that. Yeah, it could have.
I'm afraid I can't oblige you, Cruz. You see, I have a meeting in 15 minutes.
Well, when will this meeting be over?
Whenever it's over, I have no way of knowing.
It's not going to go on all day, is it?
Would you mind telling me what's so important, Cruz? All right, I'll tell you what. I will meet you back here at 12:30. Is that convenient?
I'll be here, Kirk. Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Just a once-over, Julie.
Oh, you bet. How's the investigation coming?
Oh, I'm plugging away.
You look exhausted.
I guess so.
Have you ever tried counting sheep?
You know, I have tried that, but they have this habit of transforming themselves into suspects, and before you know it, my brain's in overdrive again.
You know I'll do anything to help, don't you?
Thanks, I appreciate that. The problem is I'm just too close to the thing, you know? I know just about everybody associated with the case.
Yeah, but that should be good. That way you know a lot more about them before you start.
Yeah, it should be good, but it can get in the way.
Did your talking to Kirk have anything to do with the investigation?
What else?
Eden. It's obvious that he's after her.
I don't want to talk about that.
Didn't seem too thrilled to talk to you. He was anxious to get away.
Yeah, well, I can't say I blame him. Listen, you have a good day.
Pearl, would you give Detective Castillo a message for me? Yeah, would you tell him that I showed up for our meeting, but that I couldn't wait any longer? Tell him some other time, maybe, okay?
I don't think Detective Castillo is going to appreciate that.
Well,
kind of
that's
message.
tough. Why don't you just tell him, okay?
Tell him yourself.
Well, there you are. I thought maybe I'd been stood up.
Sorry to disappoint you. Let's have a seat.
All right. Well, I can't wait to find out what this is all about.
I'm not going to keep you hanging. I want to know why you lied to me.
What do you mean?
You said that you and Eden never went back to the Capitol House the night of the murder. The attempted murder, excuse me.
Yeah, well, that's right. And I'd say it again, Cruz. The fact is, we did go back to my apartment directly from the party, and we stayed there the entire evening. Pearl saw us. He signed a sworn statement to that effect. You know, he saw us going into my apartment before the time of the attempted murder.
Which is odd, since I have proof that says otherwise.
Proof? Well, I hope that it's not Mary Duval's proof or word. Because after all, she is the one that thought that she saw Eden going into Cece's bedroom. Fact is, she doesn't even know what she saw herself. She had no idea. She didn't even see her face. Yeah, it's hardly what I call reliable testimony, Cruz. Besides, you know Eden better than anyone. You know that she'd never pulled a plug on her father.
That's true, Kirk, but then I'm not accusing Eden.
Well, then who are you accusing? Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait, hey, let's just go back a little bit of history here. I have never even met Cece Capwell. What would my possible motive be in murdering him?
With Cece dead, Eden would retain control of Capital Enterprises, and since you have somehow managed to gain her trust, your power inside the company would grow tremendously.
Oh, wait.
Not to mention your income.
Cruz, that is ridiculous. A judge will throw you out on your ear with a cockamamie theory like that.
Not if I can back it up, he won't. You know what I have, Kirk? I have a plaster cast of a footprint that was found outside Cece's window that night.
And you think it's mine?
I know it's yours.
Well, you couldn't possibly. Listen, Cruz, you would have to have matched that cast with one of my shoes.
Yeah. Something wrong? You look a little pale all of a sudden.
No. But now that you mention it, I seem to have lost the pair of shoes I was wearing at the party that night. Apparently, they were stolen.
Were they? Or maybe you just tried to get rid of them. Who says we didn't find them in an alley outside behind your place? Something like that. Listen, I wonder which one of us a jury would believe, huh?
Cruz, I'll tell you what, if you've got them, that means you broke into my apartment. You stole them. Okay? So you got them through illegal search and seizure. That means that they are inadmissible as evidence. So no matter what you think of me, you are not about to perjure yourself.
I won't have to. I can nail you without them.
You know, you are out of your mind. I was nowhere near the Capwell residence that night.
Yeah? And how come that footprint was? You know, forensics definitely established it had to be that night, Kirk. Why don't you explain it to me, huh? Let's hear it, hotshot.
You know, I'm surprised in you, Cruz. I mean, I had no idea that good cops made it a habit of just jumping to conclusions like that.
Quit stalling and answer the question.
Okay, you're right. I was outside of Cece's window, but not the night of the party. I was there that afternoon. You see, Eden and I were outside, and we noticed that a garden hose was running outside the window. Well, it looked as though it was going to start raining any moment, so I figured, what the heck, no reason to be watering the lawn with all that extra water. So I went over and I shut it off. Ergo, my footprint.
It's a good try, man. But I gotta tell you, you're just digging yourself in deeper.
Cruz, doesn't matter what you believe, because that's the way that it happened. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a lot to do this afternoon, so if you are finished with your inquisition...
I'm finished for now.
All right, well, then I'll be on my way.
Is it hot in here? Does somebody Cranston have some kind of perspiration problem?
Gotta give the guy credit. It's not gonna go down without a fight. He came up with a reasonably decent story.
Yeah, but can he back it up?
Not without Eden, he can't. And I'm gonna call her right now and find out the truth.
Be there, Eden.
Come on, Eden. I'm not gonna be able to clear you if I can't even talk to you.
Cruz is on his way over here to the house.
Yes, I'm sure of it. He found a footprint in the ground outside of the window. Now he's going to want to talk to you about that.
Footprint?
Well, a shoe print, and he thinks that it's mine. Unfortunately, he's probably right.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Well, I
Came up with a story to tell him exactly how it got there. But he's going to want to test you on it, you know? So you've got to know what's happened.
what exactly the story is...
Kirk, I really can't, okay? No more lies. I just can't lie anymore.
Eden, now wait a minute. Look, we've got ourselves into something. We can't
I don't
start...
think you understand, all right? I just am not up to facing all of this right now.
But now is when we have to. We can't start picking and choosing our times. You know, they are picking...
No, Kirk. I don't mean to let you down. I just can't, okay?
Eden, we have got to agree on this. Eden? Eden.
Yeah, Buzz's Seafood Emporium. Pearl speaking.
Yeah, bro, this is Cruz. You gonna be around later, man? I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm glad you called.
Called. I think our buddy Cranston is up to something.
What does that mean?
Well, I went out back to dump some shells, and there he was on the phone looking very, very excited, right? So all of a sudden, boom, he hangs up, runs out like he's going to some kind of fire.
I don't suppose he said where he was going.
Oh, he just cut out.
Yeah, he's probably on his way over to Eden, so I'll see if I can hit him off over there. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, just remember, you owe me.
Right, bye.
Hello, what is it?
I need to talk to you. It's important.
Does it have to be now?
Yes, it does, because it may be the last chance we get.
I don't have long to talk, so if you'd be brief, I'd really appreciate it.
Eden, please don't treat this like a business meeting. I know you're upset, but I'm here to help you. Now, I want to know if you're so upset because you and Cruz have broken up, or is there something else?
Situation with Cruz has a lot to do with it, naturally.
And I hope it's temporary.
I really can't say.
Don't you understand how deeply that man loves you?
Look, did you really come here to talk to me about what happened between Cruz and me? Because you've seen us go through these kind of crises before, or ones like it.
Yes, I have, but this is different. There's something very different and strange about this. All right, Eden. I'm going to confess something to you. When I look back, I think that probably in my life, what I wanted was a man as strong as Cruz. There are different kinds of strengths, Eden. There's the kind that intimidates, and there's the kind that helps. I had to lie to Cece because I didn't think he had the right kind of strength. I didn't trust his forgiveness.
Don't you think that's your fault as much as it was Daddy's?
Yes, I do, absolutely. But what I'm trying to say to you is that it is a terrible thing to have to live with a lie. I had to lie to your father because I was sure I was going to lose him if he found out about Channing and who the father was.
I'm sure you would have lost him. He doesn't like deception any more than I do.
But what I'm saying to you, Eden, is that Cruz is not like that. Cruz is understanding and forgiving. He loves you too much to leave you.
I really don't understand what we're talking about here. I mean, you're talking about lies and trusting. What happens between Cruz and me is our business.
Eden, I know you're troubled, and I just wanted to help.
Thank you. But I don't need your help.
I think I better leave. I'm so sorry that you could never forgive me.
I did once. I think twice is asking a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I guess it's too much for you. I love you. And I will love you no matter what happens. Always have, and I always will.
Eden, you've got to listen to me. Has Cruz been here yet?
No.
Have you talked to him? Has
No,
called him?
I really don't want to talk about any of this.
Okay, look, you don't have to talk about anything. Just forget about that. Never mind that. But you've got to listen to me. You've got to listen carefully to everything because everything depends on this right now. All right? Eden, don't forget. Your father knows that what you did out of love for him. He never would have wanted to see you punished. All right? We've got to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, I told you just now over the telephone that they have found my footprint in the ground outside of that window. But I came up with a story, a way of explaining how it got there.
Oh.
You have got to tell Cruz exactly what I told him. That on the day of the party, you discovered that there was a garden hose that was left running. And you asked me to turn it off, which I did.
So why wouldn't I have asked Reuben?
Because Reuben wasn't around
you
and
think
I
that's
was there.
plausible?
Yes, it's plausible. Look, if we stick to it, they can't prove that otherwise.
But look what I told you. It's just more lies.
Yes, but lies that we have to stand by right now, Eden. Look, I don't want you
probably
caving in.
Cruz.
It probably is.
Well, I can't face him right now.
Eden, you've got to.
I can't. He knows when I'm lying. He can tell. He can just look
Eden,
at me
listen
and know
to me right
that.
now. Listen to me. You and I both understand that what you did and why you did it, all right? And there's nothing wrong with it. You understand that? You just keep telling that to yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. You did what your father asked you to do. Now, you've got to have the courage of your own convictions.
If I had that, I would tell everyone the truth, including Cruz.
We better answer that door.
Spotted you at the turnoff.
Did you?
Taking it on 2 wheels, actually. You know, you're lucky I'm not with the highway patrol, man. You were driving like a maniac.
Yeah, well, I'm a busy man. I don't have time for leisurely drives, Cruz. What can I do for you?
You can start by getting out of my way. I'm tired of looking at you. I want to talk to Eden.
Sure, I wouldn't want to keep the two of you apart for anything. I'd come in, by all means.
What is it?
I need to ask you about something.
Well, you should have called first. I might not have been here.
I tried, but the line was busy. Seemed quicker just to come. Hope I got here in time.
Time for what?
Before Kirk had a chance to coach you on your answer.
I think that's pretty insulting.
Look, now, Cruz, if you want to ask her questions, that's fine. But you are not going to badger her.
What is this, your defense attorney?
No, but I am someone that cares about her feelings. You know for a fact that she was not involved in any crime, yet you keep putting pressure on her.
Now, there's where you're wrong, Kirk. You see, there's no pressure on Eden whatsoever. The pressure is on you.
Well, then you can go to hell because you know damn well we have an eyewitness that will testify just as to where the two of us were. You don't have a hope in pinning anything on me, Cruz. Now, if you want to charge me with something, you go ahead and do it.
When and if I'm ready, I will. You can bet on it, pal.
Please.
In the meantime, I'm not going to wait for your
Please
permission.
don't, okay? If you have something to ask me, just ask me, okay, Cruz?
Eden, we found the imprint of a man's shoe in a flower bed just outside your father's window. We know who the shoe belongs to. I was just wondering if you might be able to tell me how that particular print got there.
I'm sorry, I don't have any explanation.
The police lab can prove conclusively that the print in question belongs to your pal Kirk here.
I'm sorry, there's nothing that I can tell you about it. Yeah, did you mean that it was under my father's balcony? Is that what you meant?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Well, I do remember that there was a hose that was it was still on, and I couldn't find Reuben, and I'd asked Kirk if he would mind going and turning it off.
And that's what I did, right? That is exactly what I told Cruz.
I see. Well, that's clean, isn't it? Your answer matches Kirk's. Perfect. Thank you so much for your cooperation, Eden.
You gave me quite a scare.
Well, I just wanted to act natural, you know.
Well, you did a very fine job of
No,
that.
I didn't. He knew I was lying. He could just look at my face and know it. He knew it was just something between the two of us that we just cooked up.
Eden, don't be foolish about that. He didn't know anything of the kind. All right? Look, you may feel close to him right now, okay? But he is not a mind reader or a magician. All he has are suspicions. They're not worth anything. Try to take it easy.
I can't go on like this anymore. I love him, and I want to be with him. I don't want to lie to him. I told him I never would.
Eden, this is a matter of self-preservation now. You don't have any other alternative. Anyway, the two of you have broken up now. Maybe that's just as well.
I just don't know what to do. I'm so miserable.
Well, then, Eden, why didn't you let me try and make you happy now? I told you I wanted to make you happy for the rest of your life. And I do. I want to take care of you, shield you, protect you, Eden. I want you to marry me. I'm not going to push this, all right? But, darling, I want you to remember it.